Artillery comes in two formation styles: limbered artillery and unlimbered artillery. Limbered artillery is in a position ready to move about the battlefield, but have no firepower. Unlimbered artillery stays in place, but is in a position to fire upon an enemy. During the movement segment is when you can change the status from limbered to unlimbered or unlimbered to limbered. So for example, I can change this 8-pounder out here, turn it around in a position ready to fire upon our hypothetical Austrian enemy. Or conversely, I can maybe limber up this English 6-pounder and have it in a position ready to move during the movement segment. When it comes to the actual movement segment, for instance this English 6-pounder, maybe I want to bring it out to the side here. Now it's got a base movement of 6 inches, but artillery has a unique capability of spending 2 of those 6 inches, at a cost of 2 inches basically, and unlimber again in a position ready to fire. So in other words, you can move, shift to position, and be fire if you spend the 2-inch cost off your base movement. Conversely, in the basic movement segment, I can just move the cannon its full distance of 6 inches and leave it as such in a limbered position. Now there's one other thing that's unique about artillery, especially when you're dealing with positional artillery, which typically is a 12-pounder or heavier, or siege artillery, which is 18-pounders or heavier, or artillery which is old style with a heavy carriage or long heavy barrels, which again would be rated as positional artillery. And positional and siege artillery may not utilize the 2-inch cost to unlimber their cannon. So basically when you start, like here for this English 12-pounder, in a limbered position, and you want to move it, it will move its maximum distance, let's say, of 6 inches, but it cannot unlimber. It will have to remain at the end of the turn of movement in a limbered status. But it may freely, at the beginning of the movement phase, during the facing and formation segment, unlimber and be in a position to fire, but it's not causing itself any movement. Now to pivot a gun is considered movement. Basically what you did is you limbered up the gun and unlimbered it again. Now as long as all you're doing is pivoting a gun in place, that's perfectly fine to do. And that can also be utilized for siege artillery or positional artillery. You can pivot those guns in place. You just can't move the base to a different location. Well, that concludes the artillery segment. Basically, in a quick review, you got limbered artillery, which is guns ready to move and are facing away from the enemy, and unlimbered artillery, which will be facing the enemy and can fire but not move.